All right, let's talk about people basically on Twitter and around the hip hop community or women having backlash for the baby and the upcoming project he got with Tory Lanez. Also, we're gonna talk about Cardi B not letting her daughter listening to the song WAP. But first, let's talk about Jay-Z and Meek Mill. Basically, they backed the law for prison reform. They got signed by Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer for Detroit. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and also on Complex. And basically, to simplify it, check out our music entertainment playlist. What's going to happen here is they basically is trying to drop probation. All right, you talking about 5 years probation. You know, if you listen to Meek Mill's championships, I forget what it was. You know, I think he said, put me on probation, 5 years probation, whatever it was, you know you're going to get some more time out of me. And you're right. You're dealing with probation. You can, let's say you're on probation for stealing, whatever, you're stealing something. Why am I coming to probation and dropping? Okay? So, you know, however it goes, if you don't keep a job, you get fired, they can get rid of you. If you come in late on a meeting or for your probation meeting, you get rid of you. If you get into trouble with police, you know, you can put you back in jail. So, you know, probation is crazy. A lot of people think, oh man, you could do, you know, we can give you a plea of a year in jail or you get 5 years probation. 9 times out of 10, you're going to do that 365. And that's just, that's just the way it is. And that's how it goes. So probation, it seemed like a safe haven, but are you going to be perfect is the question. Don't smoke, don't steal, stay out of trouble. Meek Mill went back to jail because he was riding an ATV four-wheeler in New York City. You know, and if you're a homebody, I mean, you're a family man, let's say, your girl come in drunk, y'all get an argument. And basically she wants you to do what she wants you to do what she say, you know. And you don't do what she say do, and she called the police, you gone. You know, so probation is very, very slippery slope. You know, and you gotta be perfect. You know, you gotta be back. If you're on tether, you gotta be back on time. So you gotta be perfect. And a lot of people don't understand that, and what they done is take 5 years down to 3. And they said Michigan got the 6th highest probation rate. And it's expected to drop by 8.4% with 3 years. 5 years of your life, that's a lot. In actuality, probation should be a year, depending on your situation. You know, and then a lot of times probation, it prevents people from growing and moving. If I want to move, you know, and I want to better myself, you know, I got to get it cleared by probation. And a lot of people I've seen probation stop people from moving and bettering themselves. But then if they do grant you your move from probation, they're going to put you in the most racist place in where you move. Because I see some people go through it, you know, and where they want you to lose, they want you to get in trouble and stuff of that nature. So, like I said before, it's a good law. Anybody can get it. Everybody want their probation reduced by 2 years. You know, for say you be on probation for 5 years max, that's crazy. It's hard not to make a lot of people for not making mistakes and staying around people who making mistakes. You be staying around somebody, they get in trouble, you get thrown in with it. So, shout out to Meek Mill and Jay-Z. That was a law that was deeply needed. Excuse me. It was needed, and you know, I think probation maximum for something you did bad should be 2 years, and minimum it should be like a year, maybe 6 months. But I mean, you know, it's really all designed to lock us up. You know, that's what it's designed to do. Lock people that look like me up. But let's move on. Apparently, Cardi B was playing WAP. Her daughter walked into the room and she turned it off. And a lot of people basically giving her the Jeezy treatment. You said they were saying Jeezy told our kids to trap or die, but told his son to go get an education. I don't know if people remember that. I remember people in high school was wearing the Cane Band and Snowman shirts and they was getting in trouble. And my whole thing is, I'm rapping about it. You know, you should have the presence of mind to know what come with it. I'm telling you what come with it in my raps. You should be in your kid's life long enough to know trap or die, go get an education. And why are you letting your kids listen to that? That's my question. If you raise your kids good enough, they know not to trap and die. I knew not to trap, but I see a lot of people going through that, going to jail, getting no papers, And to believe it or not, just because they lock your minor record up, the juvenile record up, don't mean that they ain't gonna know your name. Ain't gonna mean they gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, and it's just honest. So I mean, at the same time, it's been going on from the beginning of rap and R&B and country music or whatever. At the end of the day, it's a song. At the end of the day, you should tell your son, your daughter to do better. But at the end of the day, ain't nobody putting a pistol to their head, tell them to go do it. And I remember watching 30 for 30 with Carter lost. It's about the team that really beat the Friday Night Lights team. But they dubbed it as a championship game, but it was just like a semifinal game. And they was out robbing, places or whatever. And they said they would turn on NWA to motivate them. So music do point people in the right direction. It can make you feel good. It can make you feel suicidal. It can make you feel bad. Depends. It can hype you up to go do shit like that. But at the end of the day, the choice is yours. You know right from wrong, at a certain point. And we do have kids out here. We do have kids out here that is confused, It was once upon a time when my generation would get in trouble. And my parents wouldn't come up here trying to cuss out a teacher or cuss out a principal. They would come in, probably beat your ass, then ask what happened. Nowadays, you got student kids, you got mothers and fathers. These are the same mothers and fathers of my generation and around there that they rebelled against teachers. Okay? They talk, they all that type of stuff. They give their kid the benefit of the doubt no matter if their kid bad as hell. And they go in there ready to cut somebody out instead of seeing what their kid did wrong and how they can correct it. And that's just the generation that parents we got now. That's what we dealing with. It's not whoop your kid's ass and then ask questions. Now what they doing is they believe in their kids and they cussing the teachers out and they cussing principals out. Nah. People be knowing their kids bad. But everybody want to take up for their kid. Not knowing what happened, and now all these parents want to go up there cussing people out. And that's why people don't want to get into the teacher profession. Especially in the grade school, high school on down. So have a grip on your kids. Teach your kids. That's just rap. It's a better life. But a lot of times, we got the baby mama syndrome in America. Especially with the black people, in which you got one parent in the household and we ain't, nobody watching the kids, when they get home from school, so they gonna get into trouble. And that's my issue with it, man. Is that don't blame the musician, blame the parents. Teach your kids that this is this is not real. This is what we need to be doing. But at the same time, people coming from Cardi B, she want better for her daughter. But then again, when you look at her daughter gonna be old enough to operate an iPad or YouTube, she gonna know her mom was a stripper rapper. She gonna know her mom used to drug people. So she can hide it all she wants to. You can have your kids in this little naive world. But looking at it, she gonna find out about Cardi B. You can't get mad at Cardi B for not wanting her daughter to listen to that song. You should be doing the same thing. You should be censoring your daughters and your sons, and it should be less twerking. We should be doing that. We should be censoring that. And what they've done now is just destroy music, their culture. At one point, you had gangster rappers, and you had a couple conscious rappers. But you had a message in the music. You used to have a message. Don't do this. And now in the situation, music is just really all the great artists that's really rappers that don't want to sell their booty hole or their soul. Now what's going on with them is that they ain't getting no play. You got to dumb it down, like Lupe Fiasco say, to get on the radio now. And now look what they're on the radio. The baby said he used to rap about positive stuff and other stuff until he dumbed it on. That's when he got a deal. And what's so funny is we don't own nothing as black people. Nothing. These niggas don't even own their stage names. We don't own our music. We don't own the grits. We don't own nothing that we created. The one thing hip-hop we had to turn to white record labels. So they own all our music. They own all our stuff. We don't own nothing. Cardi B probably don't even own WAP. And that's the issue. We don't own nothing. So before we get to fixing music, let's own something. Let's own on our publishing. Let's own on our masters. Let's own our stage name. But unfortunately, they never let a black major distribution happen. And right now, you ain't making money off records nowhere. You better off just giving your music away for free and, finance it up front and making music, doing walkthroughs and concerts. But I don't have no issue with she don't want her daughter to hear that at all. I've seen it happen in music 1,000 times. You should be pushing that message to your kids too. Get better, grow up, know right from wrong, get an education, pursue your dreams. And this is not, you got to tell your kids what's real and what's not real. And right now, we're not getting that separation, but I mean, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about that. But apparently, people getting mad, and women in particular, that the baby is doing a collab with Tory Lanez is supposed to be a visual. And they basically saying, y'all shocked that the baby working with, the Megan Thee Stallion shooting nigga. But y'all forgot the baby was knocking out women, and he was. The first time he said he thought he was a man grabbing on him. The second time, in Tampa, I heard them Tampa boys ran up about the club. One of my boys was there. And I'm not surprised. I'm really not. Maybe he asked him what happened, and he told him what happened, he believed him. But, I'm not trying to hear, black women are the most unprotected. I ain't trying to hear that. But let's see what's real. If Tory Lanez did that, man, he should be blackballed out the industry, to be honest. I don't have no issue with the baby working with that. Then Megan Thee Stallion need to be pushed out of rap. She perpetuating this stigma of stripper rap, but she twerking too. She need to be gone too. But that's what they want to push. If she was rapping about positivity, her profile would probably be lower than Rhapsody. So, I mean, I can't take a side, but I hate that she trying to profit off this shit. She trying to profit off this misery, and then I'm not even actually profiting off her getting shot. I'm actually trying to profit off of Malcolm X and with black women's the most unprotected female. She's trying to profit off of positivity, but the bitch ain't got one positive song. Come on, get out of here, man. So I hate that she trying to rap about she trying to financially profit off of positivity that she don't rap about, she don't live about. So that's my issue with it. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, card response, or video quest. Keep sharing the videos. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also got a Facebook group as well. If you want to advertise your business on the channel or you want to chop it up, want to make a financial donation, I do appreciate those. Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time we go.